Awesome.
Hello.
We can begin today's session. Yeah. So sit comfortably wherever you are sitting. Keep the back and neck straight and just gently close your eyes. Just start observing your breath. Don't change the breathing. Just observe it as it is. Slowly shift the awareness to the body. Make sure that your body is correctly aligned. Check that your weight is equally balanced on both the hips. Back and neck are straight. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. Your entire body should be comfortable and relaxed. Try to keep the chin parallel to the ground. And gently come back to the breathing. We will begin to practice Puraka and Rechaka. So when you inhale next time, make sure you are aware of the breath and the breath is slow, long and deep. When you are exhaling again, there is a sense of awareness and the exhalation is again slow, long and deep. Relax the mind. And prepare yourselves for chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis. Inhale deeply for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. vibrations. Join your palms together and rub the palms together. Keep them over your eyes. Very slowly, while blinking and looking at your palms, begin to open up your eyes, start coming back to the smile. And namaste to everyone. Let us begin today's session. Okay, awesome. So yesterday we had an introductory class on pranayam, what pranayam is, and today we are going to go a little bit more deep into the understanding of pranayam, right? And today we are going to start with our first pre-practice. Okay, so in the upcoming few classes, we are going to prepare ourselves for pranayam. Okay, and the better you do the pre-practices, the better your pranayam practices will be. Because right now, even our breath is not prepared to do pranayam. Okay, and if we do pranayam with this kind of breathing, so it will cause ill effect. Okay, rather than giving us the benefit, it might end up causing the ill effect. Okay, so we are going to do certain pre-practices first, which will prepare the breath for the pranayam practices. All right. So today we are going to discuss the 5 pranas. First point of today's class, first thing of discussion is the 5 pranas. Okay. Just give me a moment. Why is this? Just a second. Yeah. Awesome. So 5 prana. So yesterday we discussed what prana is and how it is present in anything and everything around you, right? So it's present all around us and within us, right? So prana also has different categories, right? So today we are going to discuss the categories. Like I told you, prana is the thing which is making all the movements, all the functioning of the organs possible. So depending on where the prana is located, it is taking care of that particular function, right? So the concept of 5 pranas, this will help you to understand, okay, this is responsible for this place, this is responsible for the functioning of this region of the body, right? So when I say 5 pranas, so this I'm talking about the various categorization. So first one is called prana only, okay? So first one is called prana only. So one prana is overall, which is present, right? So that is governing your body, that is governing everything around you. But when we talk of the categorization, when we talk of this categorization of the 5 pranas, and we are talking of the first one, which is called prana only, we are not talking of this overall pranic energy. We are talking of the energy that is present below your larynx, okay, and above your diaphragm. All right. So the position of this part of energy or prana is the place okay, below larynx and above the diaphragm. So this entire region, prana is present. Okay. So this prana is responsible for intake. Okay, so when you inhale, this is the force which is allowing you to take the oxygen inside your body. Okay, and because it is located below the larynx and above the diaphragm, so your entire chest region, your lungs, the functioning of these organs which are present over here, it's due to the energy called prana. Okay. So second force that is present, exact opposite of prana, is apan. A-P-A-N-A. Okay, so like prana is helping you to take in the air, apan is the force which leads to expulsion. Okay, so the location of apan is actually below the navel. Right, so your abdominal area below the navel region, right? That is your apan vayus placement. Legs are not included, so your basically reproductive organs, expulsive like organs, all of these are functioning because of the presence of apan. So your pelvic region, right? The abdomen below the navel and the entire pelvic region. This is where apan majorly resides. Okay, and as you know, all of the expulsion of the body takes place from below the navel region only. So your large functioning of large intestine, kidneys, right, your reproductive organs, right, anus, all of these, the force that is majorly prevalent is apan, right? So especially for women, like during menstruation, the apan increases in the body so that the uterus, the walls of the uterus, they can be expelled out properly, right? And if you have difficulty during your menstruation period, means that apan is not correctly functioning correctly. Okay, so then therapy is given according to um, apan, to balance out apan vayu, right? So all the expulsion related functioning is connected to the apan vayu, even exhalation of the body that takes place due to the apan vayu, because it is its nature to expel out from the body, right? That is the force which expels out everything. Then the third one we have is uh, saman, S-A-M-A-N-A. Okay, so one region is this, other region is this, right? So in between these two vayus is the saman vayu. Okay, so it covers the heart region, right? And then it covers the area above the navel. This is the exact location, right? So all of your digestive processes, right? Pancreas, liver, stomach, all the functioning is done by the saman vayu, right? It is one of the most important vayus, right? That is present. So panch prana or vayu also. So I'm using the term vayu. I have not written it. The five panch, like I told you yesterday, Pancha, panch means five, okay, and vayu, vayu. So you can find this concept by the name of five pranas or five vayus that are present in the body. So between pran and apan, sandwiched is saman vayu. Okay, this is the most relevant for us because this is majorly we work on like digestive processes given a lot of relevance. Even in Ayurveda, when you study Ayurveda, all the reasons why you get disease is connected to the digestion only, right? When you guys get nervous, when we get nervous, our digestion gets impacted. Yeah, when we are very excited about something, we have butterflies in our stomach, right? So this vayu is very, very relevant. All right. Overall, it has a lot of relevance even in yogic practices, right? Then we come to the fourth vayu that we have, which is Udan. UDANA. Okay, so Udan is present like above the larynx region. Okay, so till my head, this vayu is present from here to here, right? And then all the limbs are governed by it. So both your hands, your legs are like majorly the function of the limbs. That is because of Udan vayu, presence of Udan vayu, right? So my eyes are blinking, right? Udan vayu is at work. My mouth is moving when I'm teaching you. Udan vayu. My hands are moving, right? Udan vayu. Legs, the coordination between the limbs. Again, the role of the Udan vayu is coordinating the limbs and all the functions above your neck region, whatever the functions are taking place, that is this force is at play, right? For their function. And the last one is Vyan Vayu. So Vyana. So Vyan is present throughout your body. Okay. This is leading to the overall coordination in the body that you see that overall your body is coordinated, right? We don't take one hand to one side and walk towards the other side, right? So everything in your body, there is some coordination that is taking place, right? So that coordination, Vyan is responsible for entire coordination, all the blood circulation that is taking place in your body, the movement of the blood, right? The circulatory system, that is the Vayu at work, right? And this acts as a coordination, like this coordinates all the other Vayus also, not only the body parts. So now you know that body parts are also because uh, coordinated and moving because of some energy, right? So all the pranas, they are in proper function because of this vayu. And suppose some prana, so all the other four pranas, if some prana is falling short, right? So Vyan acts as a reserve. Okay. So suppose my pran vayu, it is going little bit low. So Vyan vayu is like my battery backup, right? Or storehouse where this energy is stored. So whenever a particular vayu goes down, so this acts as a reserve in order to sustain that area, right? So overall, it's managing everything. So this is the CEO of the company. Okay, so all the management is done by your Vyan Vayu, right? All right. So these, like, depending on which Vayu is falling short, on that basis, therapy is also given, right? So if some particular body part is not functioning correctly, like digestion, when digestion is not functioning correctly, so Saman Vayu is going down, right? So then you give asanas, you give pranayama, which will generate heat in the body. So when heat is generated, so the digestive system starts functioning better. So this will help you to connect everything, right? Because same thing will show up on physical body differently, on mind level differently. So this is acting as a like kind of giving you more insight into whatever is going on with someone, right? So let's talk about prana only for a while, how prana is connected to your lifestyle. Okay. So it's very important to know the connection between the prana, because you cannot do pranayam separately. Okay, you cannot just go party around the entire day and then sit for 1 hour of pranayam and think that okay, now pranayam will help me. No, the way in which you, the kind of food that you consume, right, the health and fitness of your body, all of these things are going to impact the prana. So suppose someday you eat a lot of junk food, right? So when you eat a lot of junk food, it's very tasty, no? But then you immediately feel like sleeping, right? You immediately feel a drop in your energy. Why? Because the food does not have that kind of energy. You know, food also has some energy, right? That is why when you consume it, you get some energy, right? So if you do not consume the right kind of food, then again your prana level is going to get impacted, right? The air that you breathe, this also has prana. Okay, so when you go to the mountains or when you travel, you feel very fresh, right? You wake up early, right? You feel so good when you go and travel. Why is this happening? Of course, you like traveling or you like nature, but why do people like nature so much? Why do they feel so refreshed in nature? Because the air quality is better over there. So the pranic value in the air is much higher. Okay. So when you are close to nature, when you have a lot of trees around you, have a lot of plants around you, so the air, the pranic value of the air gets much higher. Okay, so if you live in the city, right? So a lot of pollution is there, a lot of vehicles, production of goods is taking place, which leads to various sorts of pollution, right? So the air quality decreases, right? That is why they say go out, move out of the city now. Why? Because people are moving out. Why? Because the pranic value in the air has gone considerably down, which you guys can also feel, right? When you exist in the city, you don't feel low just like that, right? The air around is not clean, right? So when you move to areas where the air is clean, right, you feel much more energized. That is the role that the air plays, right? Because it is one of the ways in which you are getting energy in your body. Food is one of the ways, right? Then again, air is one of the ways. Exercise. So if you keep exercising, of course, the prana will be able to move more freely, right? But if you don't exercise, if you laze around, winters are already here, we all feel very lazy, right? So we see that we don't feel that energized. Why? Because we are keeping everything blocked. That energy, it gets blocked. So continuous movement and activity in life is also very important, so that the prana can move more freely, because it is the prana which gets blocked, right? And then in that area the disease develops. Okay, so energy gets blocked somewhere, and then disease, physically you can see that disease, right? So if my prana gets blocked over here, I will have neck and shoulder pain, right? If something else happens somewhere else, something gets stuck energetically, those problems begin to develop, right? So when you move your body uh, on a regular basis, keep it fit, so prana also moves more freely, right? So you also feel much more energized. So when you do yoga, you feel energized because of this reason only, because you are ensuring proper movement. That is why practices like Reiki are very, very helpful, because they will not heal your body. They will just unblock that movement that prana is not able to get. Your body will heal itself. Your body is amazing that way, right? It can heal itself. The body can heal itself, but sometimes something gets stuck somewhere, right? So that cleansing is required. And that you can do through three practices of pranayam also. You can clean your body, right? So even over here, the cleansing is taking place. Again, one more thing that prana is connected to is your lifespan. Okay, so like I told you yesterday, you have uh, a limited amount of breaths. Okay, so most of us take 14 to 15 breaths in a minute. Okay, and that around amounts to 21 to 22,000 breaths in a day, right? So for first question I have for you, did you observe this thing? Right? We breathe 22,000 times in a day and we don't even remember like or give attention to one breath. So now we are going to change that entire thing. Okay, 22,000 times you guys breathe in a day. Okay, and this entire when you do pranayam, your breath slows down. Like only in Puraka and Rechaka, like I told you yesterday, slow, long, and deep breaths, right? So suppose right now you're taking 14 breaths in a minute, right? So then you will take how many breaths? Maybe it will reduce to 10 if you take slow, long, and deep breaths. So again, when it will reduce to 10 in a minute, so multiply it by the number of minutes you have in a day. So it will go down, right? So you have limited breaths. Okay, yogis realized that we have limited number of breaths. If we take it very fast, right, we will go away very fast, right? But if we slow down the process, our lifespan will increase. Okay. So direct impact of pranayama is there is an increase in the not only the vitality of the body, there is also an increase. You will see people who practice, they look very young and their lifespan also goes on for a long period of time because of this exact reason that when you breathe, you acquire prana, right? So if you control your breath, if you change the rhythm of your breathing, you will also see an increase in the lifespan because suppose I have 100 rupees in the bank, okay? Now I can spend them 100 at a time, like in one go only, or I can choose to split the way in which I'm spending them. The same thing you are doing with your breathing. You are spending something each and every moment, right? So if you change that, then you can change how you are managing your entire bank account, right? You come with a bank account over here in the form of your breaths. Okay, so you will see this change as a consequence of the practices that you are doing. And how did we get to know about this? So yogis were big scientists. Okay, so they sat in nature and they observed nature. So have you seen a dog? Most of us have dogs, right? So dogs, they breathe so fast, right? So whenever you call a dog or you see a dog sleeping, they're breathing very fast. So their lifespan is what? Shorter than our lifespan, right? But if you see an elephant or if you see a tortoise, okay, they breathe like they take a lot of time to breathe, right? So it's just observation of the yogis that they saw that if they regulate the breathing, they can increase their lifespan, they can increase even the quality of their life, right? Because it was evident and in front of them that in nature certain animals were breathing too fast and their lifespan was too short, right? And then certain animals, they take their own like good time to inhale and exhale and their lifespan is too long, right? So they experimented and then they saw that it is actually true, the breathing is having an impact on your life, right? When you are very anxious, you breathe really fast, right? Most people who get an anxiety attack, they have said that they cannot even feel as if they are breathing, their breath stops, right? So anxiety will completely change your breath. When you're too emotional, your breathing is chaotic, but when you are very relaxed, you are in a calm zone, your breath automatically becomes very stable and you automatically take slow, long, and deep breaths. So no instructions will be required at that point of time. It is your body's natural mechanism. When your mind is relaxed, your breath will also correspond, right? So think how we are breathing these days, right? Most of us are stressed, most of us are tensed. Most people, even if you are not, most people around you are tensed, right? So ask them to take a few deep breaths, right? That is why it works, because it is an indication of a calm state of mind. So either you are naturally into it, and if you are not, take a few deep breaths. It will help you to change the state of your mind drastically, immediately. It will have immediate impact also and drastic impact. If you just pause in the day and take 10 deep breaths, you will see considerable shift in your own mood, right? In your own state of mind. So breath is like closely interconnected to prana. And actually prana is doing everything, but we think it is the breathing, right? So because you are going to become teachers after this, so you should know that it is actually prana. But if somebody does not believe in energy, it's okay. Just tell them to take 10 deep breaths. They will also see the difference. Okay. So not everybody will believe you. Okay. Not all of your students will be on the same page as you. But just adjust according to how they can actually come into the practice. It's okay. Eventually, when deepen their experience, they will gain deeper understanding. But to begin with, just taking 5 or 10 deep breaths can have that impact on you, and it does, right? So today's practice, right? So today we are beginning with our first pre-practice. Okay, so we are not doing pranayam for now. Okay, we are only going to do some pre-practices. The pre-practices will help you to gain more control over your breathing. It will help you to correct your breathing pattern. So most of us are not breathing correctly. Currently, most of the world is not breathing correctly. They don't know how to take breaths. Okay. So today we are just going to begin, right? We are just going to become more aware of our own respiration. From tomorrow, we will deepen these practices, right? So first we will learn the correct breathing pattern, right? Then we will step into pranayama. So today we are going to do normal breathing. This practice is called normal breathing. Okay. But before I begin this, are there any doubts? If something is not clear, just unmute yourselves. Let me know. If there are any doubts, I can answer. Anything? No? Everything is clear? I hope everything is clear and not clear, right? So the other one will be too hard, right? So I hope you guys are at least able to absorb a little bit. With time, with your practice, you will actually be able to place the two things together. Okay, so the more we practice, then this will make sense, whatever I've talked of in the first two classes. Okay, so normal breathing. Normal breathing, we are going to do nothing. We are going to sit straight, back neck will be straight, eyes are closed. All we are going to do is we are going to feel the breath come into our system. Okay, so first we will just become aware of the normal breathing like we do generally when we begin our classes, right? And then we will begin to deepen the breathing, all right? And as the breath goes in, become aware where it is going. So first, what will happen? It will enter your nose and then it will go down, right? So it depends on how much you are able to feel. You don't have to force it, but then you will eventually feel backside of your mouth, the breath is going to go in to your throat. Okay, and then you will feel that expansion in the lungs, right, as the air fills in. So expand your lungs properly, right? And then when you begin to exhale, again we are going to go in the reverse pattern. So then chest goes in, right? And feel the air come out of your throat, back of your mouth, and out of your nose, right? So we are just going to we are going to basically follow our own breath, right? We are just going to follow it. Where is it going? How we are feeling, right? And then we're going to feel as it is moving out of the body. Another thing that we are going to become aware of is the temperature. Okay, so when the breath goes in, we inhale somewhat cold air, right? So when the air enters our system, it is somewhat cold, right? But when it comes in contact with our body temperature, it becomes warm. So when you inhale, the air is cold, but when you exhale, that same air becomes warmer, right? So we are going to become aware of this thing also happening, right? Okay, so this is all we are going to do. First, we are going to observe normal breath, and then we will deepen it a little bit and become aware of more characteristics of our own breathing. Right? So these are characteristics of the breath. We're just going to become aware of this thing. So as much as you are able to practice, just do that much. Don't force yourself once again. Okay. Let's see how that feels, how our breath feels. Okay. So wherever you are sitting, just sit comfortably over there. Keep the back and neck straight. Preferably sit in a cross-legged position. If you are sitting on a chair, that is also all right. Okay. And very gently close your eyes. Keep your back and neck straight. And come to the natural flow of the breathing. Now we are not going to change the breath. We're just going to observe how the breath is coming inside the system and going outside. And just for a few moments, we will shift the attention to our body. Become aware of your entire body. See that you are sitting comfortably. And make sure that your body is not moving, it's stable. The spine is straight. And just ensure that overall there is no stress or excessive pressure on any body part. If you feel the need, you can still choose to adopt a different posture which you feel is more appropriate for you. And slowly come back to your breathing. We will begin to deepen the breath. So enter into the practice of Puraka and Rechaka. When you inhale, just take a slow, long and deep breath. And as you exhale, just allow the breath to move out of your body. Just make sure that the inhalation and exhalation, both these processes take equal amount of time. If you're inhaling for 3 seconds, then make sure that the exhalation is also taking place for 3 seconds. Just work on deepening the breath for now. And now slowly begin to follow your breath. So when you inhale the next time, just feel the breath enter your nostrils. Then as it begins to move down, you can feel it on the back side of your mouth going in, entering the throat and into your lungs, filling the air completely in the lungs. Once you inhale completely, directly go into the process of exhalation. Feel the chest fall down and the air moving up in your throat, back of the mouth, and out through your nostrils. With each and every breath, Try to become more aware of this entire movement of the breath. See if you're able to feel the breath as it is going in and as it is coming out. And if you are unable to, that's all right. Just follow the breath as much as possible. And if you feel your mind is consistently running away in one direction or the other, very lovingly bring it back to this entire breathing process. Just continue your practice. And if you feel you are able to follow the breathing, then you can slowly also shift your attention to the temperature. Right? So when the air is entering your body, it's cold. So feel that cold air as it touches the nostrils and goes into your body. When you exhale, feel that same warm air escape the body. You're just following your breath. Incorporate as much as you can clearly observe. And if your mind is still running away in every possible direction, very lovingly, you have to get it back to the breathing. Just make it follow each inhalation and each exhalation. Keep the body stable. Just a few more breaths. Try to follow each and every breath. Slowly you can suspend all the effort that you're putting into the practice and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Start coming back. You can begin to release your posture. And if you have the space, you can also lie down into Shavasana. Right? If you are in that kind of space where you can lie down, you can just relax the body for a little bit. So keep both your legs apart and hands should be placed away from your body. Your palms should face upwards. Don't tilt the neck to the right or left side. Keep the entire spine straight and leave the body loose. Allow your body to feel the pull of the gravity. So leave the body completely loose so that you are able to feel the pull of that gravity. Leave each and every muscle loose. Just relax yourself. And to go deeper into Shavasana, try to clear all of your thoughts, right? If you can, just don't think of anything. Allow your body to relax and re-energize itself. Slowly start becoming aware of your body. The position that your body is currently placed in, become aware of that. Become aware of your breath. As you inhale, feel all the energy enter your body. And as you exhale, feel any remaining stress leave the body and the mind. Take a few breaths with this intention. Become aware of all the sounds around you. Very slowly and gently move your fingers, move your toes, start coming back. Join your legs together and turn towards your left side. Make a cushion with your left hand to support your head. You can place the right hand on your body, or you can also place it on the ground. Just be in this position for a few breaths. Enjoy the safety that this position offers. And whenever you feel ready, just with the support of the right hand, begin to come in a comfortable sitting position. Right? You can keep the back and neck straight and keep the eyes closed. We will end our session with one Om chanting and 3 times Shanti. Just take a deep breath for Om. Om. Shanti. 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 Just feel the vibrations. Join the palms together in front of the chest. Just bow down. Taking a few moments in the day to feel grateful for everyone and everything we have. And rub the palms together. Keep them on the eyes. Allow your eyes to feel the heat. One time, let's rub the palms together properly. Generate heat between both the palms. Keep them on your eyes. And whenever you feel ready, you can slowly begin to remove your palms. And while blinking, open up your eyes. And if you feel the need, you can take this energy on your body and spread it wherever you feel the need. So, namaste to everyone. Are there any doubts? Did you face difficulty in anything? Right? Everything is. You are able to follow the breathing?
Yeah.
Very good. Even if your mind is running away, you have to bring it back to the breathing. Okay, so sometimes it will happen. Maybe today it was good, right? Some days when you do this normal breathing only, you will feel a lot of chaos in the mind. Okay, so bring it back to the breathing. Okay, right? So awesome. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We will discuss a little bit more about pranayama tomorrow. Some general notes that you guys need to know. Okay. And then we will go into next pre-practice tomorrow. Okay. So keep practicing. Now practices have started. So continue your practice. Take care. Bye-bye and enjoy your break.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Namaste. Bye-bye.